I'm Nik Madriñan, a recovered shopaholic, and I'm about to get real with you on my journey how I stopped impulsive buys once and for all. I will give you tough love advice because I've been there and I wish I knew these tips way earlier. What's up, guys? Let's talk about mastering your money mindset so you can stop impulsive buying for good. For those who have been with me from the very start of my channel talking about beauty reviews and beauty hauls, this is what really happened behind the scenes. I didn't realize that I was shopping too much stuff because it never really made me feel satisfied. So what did I do? I kept buying more, hoping that one day it will make me feel better about my life. But that's what happens, when you get too deep into impulsive buying and retail therapy. So now, as a recovered shopaholic with over $500,000 in savings and investments, I hope to inspire people out there with my journey on how I came out on the other side. If this message is speaking to you, then make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel because I don't miss out on a new video every single week. Now let's get into the 5 tips that helped me overcome impulsive buying once and for all. Number 1 is acknowledge that impulsive buying is an unhealthy coping mechanism. I realized that shopping on impulse was my way of filling a void because it was a time where I felt like I was lacking purpose in my life. I feel like I wasn't really aligned to the life that I wanted at that time. I feel like there was a lack of purpose. I was stressed. I had like an identity crisis. I realized that shopping a lot, impulsive buying, retail therapy, it's a way of covering up the underlying problems in your life. If you don't shed light on that, it will never go away. You need to first acknowledge that there is a problem. The thing kasi with shopping is that it just feels so good when our order arrives, when you feel that thing that we were just looking at online. And I feel like the peak of my impulsive tendencies was like I was at the peak of my life where I really hit like my quarter life crisis. At that point in my life, I was in a career that I wasn't sure if I see myself in the next few years. I didn't know where the trajectory of my life was headed. And for me, the thing with impulsive buying is that you just feel like finally there is something in your control. Because when you finally just click that checkout, and it arrives, like you feel like there's something that you can actually control in your life. But it's actually the total opposite because you are allowing external factors, you are allowing your emotions to dictate how you should spend rather than looking at it in a way that like being honest with yourself, that there is an underlying problem here. Is it you feeling like at this age in your life, like you were supposed to achieve this, but then you didn't meet your own expectations? Is it you being in a career that you don't find fulfillment in? You don't find you're in alignment with your purpose? Is it you still living in your parents' house, but you've always planned to move out, but never felt like you made any plans for it? And so you compensate, right? You compensate with the short-term instant rewards, which is through impulsive buys. Here's my analogy, okay? Imagine like you got a really, really deep cut from a knife, okay? Medyo gruesome siya, but just imagine that and you are bleeding out and all you're doing is like putting band-aids on it thinking that it will help stop the bleeding, but ultimately what you need is stitches. No band-aid of any brand, of any color is going to help stop that bleeding until you actually go to the hospital and get stitches for it. If that cut is so deep, no band-aid, no temporary band-aid that you have in your bathroom is going to help out with that. So it's kind of like that. We think that impulsive buying is going to solve all of our worries, our stresses, our anxieties about our life. And so what do? We use impulsive buying as a temporary band-aid when in fact you need stitches. You need stitches for a deeper underlying problem that you need to face head on. If you guys want to know more about this, I talk about it in my free live masterclass that is happening tomorrow, you guys. I'm posting this video Friday. It's happening tomorrow, Saturday, 6 p.m. So if you guys haven't signed up yet, then make sure that you do in the link in the bio. Check the link so that you can sign up because I don't know when I'm gonna do this live masterclass again. And I'm really gonna dive deeper into how you can master your money mindset so that you can create that roadmap for your debt-proof freedom. Because impulsive buying really stems from this, the mindset. So how can you take control of that? So in turn, you can take control of your hard-earned money. Because if you are resonating with my message right now, this masterclass is going to be valuable for you as well. Second thing is determine the clear role of money in fulfilling your dream life. You know, we keep forgetting that money is supposed to be a vehicle for us to live a more freeing and enjoyable life. But we forget about it because we're constantly distracting ourselves with buying so much stuff that we don't have enough money now for the bigger things that actually add value to our lives. Like, what are those dreams that you've always had at the back of your head that you know will make you feel more fulfilled, will make you feel like happier in the long run? What are those things? Because I'm telling you, it's never gonna be the stuff that you buy on a sale. It's never going to be in a box that is going to be delivered to your door. It's never those things. What is your dream life? And then work backwards from there. Based on my dream life, how will then money help me get there? The problem is when we start earning our own money, we forget about the bigger picture. We get easily distracted by the short-term gratification. You know, things that we can easily get our hands on, stuff that we can post on social media. So I invite you to take a step back and look at your life right now. Is it really aligned to your own vision, to your own mission in your life? Like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, are you gonna look back and be proud of that person? Or are you gonna wish that she did something way different? Because if yes, then something needs to change. Maybe for you, it's to finally feel free to make the freedom of choice with your career, with how you're living right now, with your quality of life. Because if you're not living life on your terms, you are living someone else's dream. You are living someone else's path. You are not living your own life. It will inspire you further to be like, okay, you know what? I am saving up for that. I am spending for this and I'm compromising on this. And so I feel like I am in better control of my money because I know that every single penny, every single peso that I'm spending my money on, it's for me to live the kind of life that I've always, envisioned for myself. I go deep into this a lot more in my masterclass so you can see how it can apply to you in a more personal level. And you can also follow me at That's So Nik, where I'm really vocal about my journey through this because I feel like it's not talked about enough. We think that shopping is okay. It is okay, but if it's excessive and overspending and you're forgetting about your dreams in the process, it's no longer okay. And I wish I could just hold each and every one of you so that you could wake up. And if you have any questions, if you want to share your story, then DM me on Instagram as well. Third thing is have an accountability partner. So you know what the saying is that you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. It cannot be more true when it comes to also avoiding impulsive buying. If you are still surrounded by the same people who talk about the boodle finds, the boodle shopping, the sale, the different kinds of items that you need to get right now, then the previous steps that I talked about will be forgotten. If you don't have the right kind of people in your life encouraging you in this journey, sharing with you that this is the right path for you, then you will fall out of your journey. For me, I'm just so thankful that I have my own mentors that really guided me in this because it made me feel like I wasn't alone. Like it felt like there's a way to come out of this and there is a more fulfilling life after this. Because the thing is, if you want to change your habits, you also have to change your environment and the people that you engage with. When I coach my clients, it's really to rediscover the truths that are already within them, but they've chosen to put them aside, to ignore them because we have been so distracted by stuff, by attachment to stuff. So I personally love breaking down the step-by-step for my clients to fund their dreams, to fund their financial freedom into reality. So if you guys are interested, you can DM me on Instagram if you want early access to my one-on-one coaching program because it's going to be epic and I feel like it has really transformed the lives of my clients. I really hope I can reach more people and be your accountability partner so that you are assured, you are secured that you are heading to the right direction towards your dream life that you've always planned about. Fourth thing is automate your financial system. People think that it's like a self-discipline problem, lack of control problem, but ultimately it's about how you can automate yourself to save. It's something that you don't even have to think about anymore. It has to be effortless. It has to be natural. And it has to be in a way that you don't feel like you have to constantly rely on self-discipline, on how you're feeling that day, if feel mo gumastos, if feel mo hindi gumastos. So what I often share to my clients, and also what worked for me, is like how you can prioritize savings as soon as possible, as soon as you get your salary. You have to basically automate yourself, put yourself on autopilot when it comes to your finances. Like, okay, eto na talaga yung fixed ko that I will save every month, and then eto na yung fixed that I will use to spend. The problem usually is, people say na, bahala na kung anong matira, yun na yung isa-save ko. Okay, so that's where the problem lies, because if your mentality is bahala na, diba? E di bahala na rin yung saving. You wanna feel like you are in control of yourself, and that goes with your money. So if you already have a system that is very much automated, that's why I like doing cashless. Everything that I do with my finances is cashless. That allowed me to save time, that allowed me to be more efficient with my time, because if you want to feel like you are in charge of your money, it shouldn't be so time consuming for you to handle it. So ultimately, because you already have the mindset work done, that you know that your money is contributing to your dream life, you know that you are taking accountability for your habits, then it's gonna be so much easier for you to automate and prioritize your savings. Number 5 is be mindful of your online consumption. So this is where you can turn off your notifications. If you want to delete the apps, go ahead if you want to. This is where you unsubscribe to emails, you unfollow the Instagram pages that are feeding into your shopping triggers. It's completely up to you, because ultimately you already know that there's a reason why you are avoiding these kinds of triggers, okay? Because you know that you have a bigger dream, you have bigger goals that you are saving up for, that you would like to spend your money on, that you would like to invest your money on. At least for me, like, that's what happened, and also to my clients, is that when they really found out like I had a bigger purpose, I know the value behind my money, why I'm working hard. It's not just for giving in to my emotions, to my impulse buys. And that's why I'm super passionate about talking about mastering your money mindset, because that's what I've been through. Is that when I really realized like, okay, if I have lack of purpose in my life, how do I then map out the dream life that I want, and how do I make sure that my money fulfills that for my life? When you are online, when you are more mindful of how you consume online, it's gonna be so much easier for you to be like, okay, this is not aligned with my goal, this is not aligned with my dreams, so let me unfollow, let me mute, or whatever it may be. So from there, you're able to really acknowledge the things that add value to your life, the people that add value to your life, the kind of content that you should consume and not consume. And once you do that, it really just like all comes together, and you are more mindful of what you shop, people you talk to, and all that. You will step away more empowered, knowing that you are in control of your money. So again, I dive into this a lot deeper in my free live masterclass, which is tomorrow, Saturday, August 28, 6 p.m. If you are watching this on Friday, then make sure you can still secure your slot, because I have few slots na lang, you guys. I'm so excited with this. I have prepared a 60-minute training that will dive into a lot deeper into how you can really overcome those limiting beliefs, those deeper problems that you have, so that you can come out of it with mastering your money mindset and create that roadmap for your debt-proof freedom. See you guys there. And if you want to learn more about my journey, you can check out these 2 videos about when I quit shopping for 6 months, and also how you can resist budol shopping. And I will see you guys over there.